Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Now, you might be wondering why I'm stood here naked apart from climbing gear, and that's because we've got an experiment to run today. See, now, the last video I did, I could have sworn that in one of the dev streams they said they had fixed the trebuchet being able to launch you through the sky because it was being exploited, and I could understand how and maybe why it was being exploited, but I hadn't tried it out myself, and so I wanted to test it because apparently it's still not fixed. We can still launch ourselves if we find the sweet spot on here, but the interesting thing is that I want to see if we can actually launch ourselves and grab hold of something. Let's just get rid of those quickly when we do so. And this is where this is our target over here, built entirely of sandstone, so it may very well get destroyed as a result of us doing this, but I did a couple of test shots, and this seems to be where the boulder and myself were hitting, so we'll stick we'll launch ourselves at it there, quite frankly. And so I wanted to make sure that we had the most stamina possible and so on and so forth, so I've taken off everything. We've got nothing in our inventory at all, and we've got the climbing gear on. So first off, we're just going to fire ourselves at the wall and see how badly we get hurt, see what happens. We're probably going to die. The wall may very well get busted. In fact, that's a good point, actually. Should we just... No, do you know what? We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, because obviously if we're looking at this as a thing that people were exploiting, then, you know, the ball is going to travel potentially faster than we are. Because we're going to go on an arc, and it's going to go on an arc too, but it's going to be shallower. It's going to go in and strike the wall. And so would this be a viable exploit for us if the wall was being destroyed as we went? So let's... Nope, didn't want to do that. Still didn't want to do that. Let me pull the lever. There we go. Okay, so first off... Okay, that's apparently a little far away. We need to remove some... I mean, the boulder hit and didn't seem to do much. But let's remove some weight and see what happens, because I might have miscalculated. Let's... No, I don't want to stick that in there. Let's see how this one goes. Let me on. There we go. Right. No, I don't want to do that. I want to pull the lever. Why won't you let me just pull the lever? I'm looking right at it, game. Come down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that hit the... There we died because we hit the ground. And it took out one thing there. But did that cause anything else to happen? Ah, you know where we are. I was killed by myself. Yes, I was. And that's unfortunate, because I also had not realised that I had not slept in the bed up there. I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. And as you can see, that boulder actually, you know, the support system does its job pretty well, seemingly, because again, maybe I've seen a lot of people aiming high with their catapults at various points, either in online games or in videos and things. And I can't help but feel maybe aiming low works better just because you're going to take more out. Just because the way the structure system works. But, right, do we have more stuff that we can just... I mean, we've got boulders. We got boulders galore. So let's shove some of these in the counterweight as well, just to get us going further. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it the other way around. There we go. Let's just fill that up, and then we'll stick the rest of the boulders in here as extra counterweight. Cool. Let's just stick these two back in there. Right, first things first. Let's repair the wall so that we don't just sail straight through the middle of it. Oh, no, that was the wrong side, but oh well. Right, that's fine. Let's just patch it up. There we go. That's more like it. Let's drop it to first person. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. And can we get the top one? No? Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. Right, so we've added some extra weight so we can arc further, seemingly. Considering removing weight had a shoot low. In fact, that maybe looks more like a top of a castle with a crenellated wall, actually. Looking at it, top of a gatehouse. But okay, so now we've added... Let's go back out into the third. Please? There we go. Okay, so now we've added some extra weight to get us going a little bit further. Nope, that isn't what I want. I want the lever. Okay, so that hit the wall, but can we grab hold? We can. So we can definitely grab hold and climb quite happily in doing that. So I can see this as an exploit, but we did, like, we came very close to the floor before we actually grabbed hold. So, you know, there's that. Right, let's jump in the water again. And let's not grab hold and see what happens. Let's see what happens when we just face plant the wall. Oh, no, before I do that, let's go and sleep in a bed in here so that we don't end up halfway across the map again. Bed. Cool. There we go. Closed door. And that one too. Cool. Right. So let's just fire ourselves at the wall and see if it actually kills us, or if we just bounce and slide off. And it might be the fall that takes us out. Because, you know, they've talked about the corpse locker and stuff before. No, I didn't want this. I wanted the lever. No, the lever. No, it's there. There we go. See, at that time we just didn't go as far. We went up more. Again, I feel like if this was an exploit, then you'd have to have a lot of people being... Oh. The hell happened here? Did launching us through the air break it? That'd be interesting. Or was it just in need to... Because each time you fire it, it needs repair, doesn't it? Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to the thing. Damn it. Okay. Well, time to cheat. Trebuchet. There we go. Right. Give ourselves one of these. Slap it back where it needs to be. Why aren't you attaching? Please attach. You're not overlapping with things. This is one of the biggest issues that I have with the there we go, with the trebuchet, and some of the placement in this game is that it's a bit clunky and doesn't want to always find what it's looking for. Okay, right. So why? You're not. Why? No. It's just No, you want to stop trying to eat me. Oh, I just killed one of my own thralls. I am so sorry. Fucking crocodile bastard. There you go. I'm sorry. See, part of me misses being able to just drag corpses around, honestly. Right, let's stick this back in here. Hopefully we won't be subject to another crocodile attack. We'll ditch all the rest of this stuff that we just picked up from the crocodile and the corpse. We'll ditch the meat. I don't think we need the meat. And then we'll sort out our trebuchet. Drop that. Right. So is it aimed? No, it's not quite aimed properly just yet. So let's bump that round a little more. Bit more. Perfect. Right. Let's load this thing up. Counterweight was those. Then stick a couple more of these in here. Oh, no. There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay, so this seems to be... So we want to be as high up on the thing as we can. Oh, I'd not put the... There we go. Okay, so... Now, can we... Okay, so that could actually launch us over the wall and destroyed it, and now... Yeah, see, that's where I think the problem is. That's where I don't... Maybe this is why they didn't fix it in the end, because it's not really as much of an exploit, because potentially you're destroying the wall. Even if you stood on the right place where you can throw yourself over the wall, or you can launch yourself to the wall, you know, there's a good chance that the wall's going to be destroyed, so you're going to have nothing to hold on to. Like, let's take a look at the damage done here. Like, that took out a very sizable chunk of the middle of that wall quite happily as we were coming in to try and get it. So let's, you know, if you've got entire teams of people launching themselves at castle walls, fortress walls. Oh, no, are we stuck? No, we're not stuck. It's fine. You know, so the first person has flown, you know, they've found the right place to fire from, they found the right place to stand here, they've launched it, the wall was destroyed, and that person died as they flew through the wall. So let's see. I mean, that's another issue. I got stuck to the top of the trebuchet, and so it destroyed more of the wall, and so the next shot is still going to be probably quite problematic, because we're gonna have to, like, let's actually aim for that one high edge that still stood. Yeah, that'll do. We don't have a huge amount of health, so, you know, we'll have to make do. We are regenerating slowly, but hey. Okay, and now that threw us so far that we missed the wall entirely. It took out more of the wall, and we splattered on the other side for the defenders to stand and laugh. Like, even God mode is even the demigod mode in this game is a bit janky as far as whether or not it counts you dying from falling damage and stuff. So yeah, this I don't feel this is legitimate enough or consistent enough to be really considered an exploit. It's just fun to fire yourselves with a catapult, and it's even more fun to continue to wreck shit. Now, is that actually going to hit it, or have we... Yeah, see, that just went clear over. So then, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to do this, and we're going to have to aim low. But also, we should probably just grant ourselves a repair hammer quickly. Just because otherwise this wall may not... Ah, we don't have the wood and the iron for it. We've got a couple more shots in it. So let's tilt it back towards the centre of the wall again. A little. And then... Because my other wonder is there a way for us to land semi-safely in front of the wall as the bottom is destroyed? So that's still struck too high. It gave us enough kind of room over the deepest part of the water, but it still didn't do enough. So, yeah, I don't think there's... How much life has this thing got left? It drops 500 per shot. It's quite a considerable amount to drop per shot. But it does mean that this is very limited use, and you have to be prepared if you're going into a siege. Whether or not that will persist when potentially thralls are able to man siege gear, or when the purge comes, if they have siege equipment. Yeah. But here's my last thing that I want to take a look at, and that is, oh, what's it called? Is it no? What are the explosive bits and pieces called? Ah, there we go. It was demon fire. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick some demon fire in, because I'm interested to see... We're going to take a little bit of the counterweight out. I'm interested to see if we will get caught in the splash from the demon fire as we come near the wall. Yep, that's where I'm... Something that I am now interested in. Where's it going? I mean, we started burning, we started taking damage there as the wall collapsed as well. So and that wasn't from hitting the floor, because we went into the deep water. So even that, if you're really going in to just destroy the walls for ground, you know, troops to go running in, be they players or thralls or whatever, even the demon fire barrage stuff isn't as viable just because you land right in the middle of the explosion as it happens. You know, even if you went really high, you would still drop right down into the center of that unless you flew straight over the wall, and that would probably kill you anyway. That if there are structures on the other side of the wall that are tall enough, you might be able to grab hold of them and slide down the sides. But I realised that this probably wasn't a question for a lot of people, because there aren't a lot of people as crazy as I am that enjoy launching themselves with a trebuchet. But how much health has this thing got left? Yeah, 1,500. I think we'll leave that there for the moment. I'll repair it another time. But, you know, between the demolition of the wall, the corpses that the various versions of myself that have become splattered across the area, like if that's where the wall is and this was where they had a hall or a tower or something, then you might be able to grab hold of it. But for the most part, I think you'd end up like this version of me where he's been splattered in two. You know, I don't think there'd be much else to it, really. But, yeah. So for anyone who was wondering, you can still fire yourself with a trebuchet. But, it's been made... Well, it's not anywhere near effective enough, be it paired with the climbing system or just by itself, for you to make it a particularly viable strategy. Like, I feel like the best thing that could happen would be the corpse locker that they've talked about before, where you can launch bodies over. You know, maybe if you had one person who was particularly adept like launching themselves over the wall and climbing places, so you barrage the place with disease-ridden bodies, and then as you do that, one such individual goes flying over the top to plant an explosive to open the doors, something like that. But even then, that seems incredibly complex for a lot of what's going on in these games, and then on top, or in this game generally, and then it's definitely not something that seems worthwhile against AI, unless they start using it against us, which again would take a lot more than I think Funcom are looking to put into the game. So I don't think that's something that we've got to worry about. I'd like to think that they're not going to see any reason to further kind of stop our fun in terms of you know, preventing us from launching ourselves across the map in fantastic style, when you can actually even pull the lever. Like here again, like we've gone hurtling into the sky there. Like the it's not even necessarily precision, because you slide, so it would be a case of you'd need to have enough room to slide down and not just hit the floor with full force. So yeah, I'm as said, I don't feel like this is broken to the extent that has maybe been suggested in a couple of places, and I don't feel it's consistent enough to really be considered a real exploit, unless it was something that people were doing in between the first time I started firing myself with a trebuchet and now after it's been fixed, and it's just something that I missed. If you know more, then please let me know down in the comments, just because firing yourself with a trebuchet is far too much fun. But otherwise, guys, thank you very much for watching. If there's another thing or anything else that you'd like me to look into, then please tell me so I can do. Hopefully at some point soon, in the dev stream with Joel and Oscar asking questions a little while ago, they were saying that there would be some stuff out before Christmas, hopefully. So hopefully as that stuff comes out, I'll be able to take a look at it. But otherwise, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.